Hey there, nerds. Welcome to another glorious edition of Trailer Trash Talk.
Whoop, whoop.
Ooh, ooh.
Pixar actually has a new trailer for us, and I'm not excited about it.
What?
It's a teaser trailer, and I think that teaser trailers should be saved for something that's going to be actually good. I don't think this is going to be really all that good.
Dude, Pixar,
Come on.
Is incredible. Is incredible.
Okay, and you don't think this one's
So
going
how's
to be?
this gonna suck?
It's
No,
a teaser trailer.
they're going off of, you know, the flowy hair. They're trying to recreate the success of
How to Train Your Dragon.
No. Tangled. Yes.
No, but that wasn't a
no,
Pixar.
no.
No.
I know.
I don't believe it all.
But the
I
flowy
don't-
hair and the big horse. No,
That's
I'm not.
just-
First off,
that's just like computer awesomeness.
yeah,
So if you can
I think they're just
render
showing
that,
what
that's
they can do.
amazing.
First off, this is the first Pixar movie with a female lead, and you know
Exactly.
it looks.
If you're gonna turn it into that, then okay.
Do
That's a whole
they
different
know what's
argument.
at stake here? If this movie fails, women will be pissed. Pissed.
Name a
because they would
Pixar
say,
movie that's failed.
But
Seriously.
Ah,
Seriously.
Ah.
16 years that they've held the #1 spot whenever they released a movie.
I have faith in Pixar. They've never let me down.
you have faith in Toy Story 4? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
faith in anything Pixar does. They
All
have
right.
never let me down.
Toy
so.
Story 4. Let's talk about how they actually announced that
We're
this was
talking about
going to
Brave.
end the story. But no,
No,
Pixar's just
they
fine.
can end that story, but it can be
feel
a
like
different
they're
story.
yelling
You
across
read
me
comic
now.
books. You should know. They end one story and they pick up another
Yeah,
one. with
come
the
on.
same
How many
characters.
times?
Toy Story ended just perfectly.
Yeah, but
Brave
now
is
it's a
just
new-
gonna be
it's a
they're
new
just trying
chapter.
to create more
It's a new chapter in
trilogies.
their lives.
They're
They're
just trying to
toys.
create
They're
more
I think,
eternals. They're
okay,
always
back to
alive.
Brave.
Okay,
Back to Brave. I think Brave looks
looks
awesome.
cool.
It's a teaser, so I mean, we're just getting the basic look of everything.
Braveheart
the lay of the
with a girl.
land. I have
The
I have
animation.
hope.
They're just trying to show off the animation. That's
And
what they're
it
trying to do
looks
in this.
awesome.
That's what they do. They're trying to make money.
They showed the crap out of this.
Okay, all right. Brave looks cool. Bobby doesn't think so because he sucks. Done.
I like that. Now this is a trailer I got more into as it went on. Killer Elite with Jason Statham, Robert De Niro, and Clive Owen. That cast alone, this movie could be about anything, and I'd go see it with that cast.
Me too.
To me, the scariest thing started off right in the beginning, Clive Owen with a porn mustache.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what
All
is
he needed
this?
was
Is
like
he
a
trying
Tommy
not to look
Bahama
Man, he looks creepy.
and a Coltrane.
But then it starts right away. Obviously, you have Clive Owen, and Jason is some prisoner of some sort. We don't
He
know
looks-
what.
yeah.
And he escapes. He flips in a chair, hands behind
That
his
was
back,
insane.
And he flips
That
and
was-
takes Clive Owen out. I'm sold. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
know,
care.
well, he's one of those actors that even if the movie sucks, you know you're gonna watch him just kick ass
Yeah.
and do awesome things. So, on that alone, I'm going to it. But then you see De Niro, I guess
Well,
it looks
and that was
like
a
it's-
surprise.
Yeah, out of nowhere, and he's kicking ass too in the trailer. He is messing people up. So, I'm sold.
I totally am too. I love that. I think songs always make soundtracks, and soundtracks always make movies.
That was weird. The Scorpions
Yeah.
and
Scorpions just sort
it
of
almost made it a
plays
little
in.
corny.
It was a little subtle, but then I think action movies always have a little bit of corniness to them, especially Jason Statham movies.
just because they're insane with the crap he pulls
Exactly.
off. So.
But I'm totally like I'm all for it. Like I love the fact that he is probably one of the greatest action stars in like the history of film. I think just because he will do anything and it's hilarious every single time. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this and explosions. So
Yeah, a lot of explosions.
and
It looks like-
they're both really good actors for the most part.
And it looks like they put a little bit of that humor in there. Because that
Totally.
last scene with Robert De Niro, and they're like, what are you doing?
Get my
Getting
watch.
watch back. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah, yeah. It's
oh,
like sort of
funny.
like the nemesis complex with those
Yeah.
two, and then De Niro sort of in the middle, like sort of I think is gonna be playing both sides. So we'll see.
Next trailer is Apollo 18. I think this looks good.
I do too.
I've
I do
been
too.
wanting to see talk about it.
Yeah, me
For a while,
too.
so-
It was one of those movies that at first I'm like, oh, cool, it's aliens like Paranormal Activity.
They're on the
Who
moon.
cares?
Yeah, that's exactly
You know,
what I
looking
thought.
into it, like, there's a lot of unanswered questions, like dead spacemen on the moon already and stuff like that. It's
an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
It creates
It has me-
something of about the government lying to us.
Yeah.
I like that type of stuff, conspiracies.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love movies that are shot from a point of view type of thing. It always gets me.
I
every single
wasn't, like I said, that's the thing that didn't sell me, but watching the trailer, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So
I
this
think
definitely
it's a fresh
hooked me.
idea, especially on horror movies, because we've sort of been oversaturated with crappy ones as of late, I feel like. So I really want to see something good and new come out. My only issue with the trailer is that for a while there, I was like, oh, it's a new Transformers movie, and not.
It did feel like that. It definitely.
For a couple
start out
seconds, I
the
did think
same,
that, yeah,
But
but-
then, obviously. It goes into something which I think will be much better than Transformers.
If you guys haven't seen the trailer, I'm sure you're going to go check it out right now. And now you know that it's about Apollo 18 going to the moon and figuring out that they're not the only ones on the moon currently.
And things go awry.
Oh.
Crazy, scary, even from the trailer.
Actually, yeah, it does
looks
look a lot
really good.
scarier than stuff in the past. So.
Yeah.
Excited.
Now, just when you think you're out of ideas for comedy, we get a trailer like Flypaper that puts an interesting story that I
And sort
never
of
really
blows
thought
your
of.
mind at the
It's
same time.
it's amazing the cast they put in this.
First off, yeah, the cast.
Patrick Dempsey, Ashley Judd, Tim Blake Nelson, Mekhi Phifer, Jeffrey Tambor, Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
I mean, can we name anybody else?
That
No,
is a
it
great
looks
ensemble
awesome.
of people to like sort of pull in to play different sides of this story.
And you would never think these people would be in the same movie.
Not at
mesh them all
all,
together
especially
on top of it.
Patrick Dempsey. I don't know why. I never look at him to be funny.
No. When we
So-
were playing the trailer, I'm like, okay, let's
Yeah,
see what this is.
I
I'm
wanna
like,
see what this
whoa,
turns
where did
into.
he come from?
Yeah.
Well, the movie looks like it's about Patrick Dempsey going to the bank, and the bank's getting robbed, but it's getting robbed by two different groups of people. One looking extremely professional, and the other just some...
Mekhi Phifer.
Yeah,
group.
and then the other just two rednecks going to steal some money.
Tim Blake Nelson group.
And it honestly looks hilarious. I cannot believe that I want to see this so
I really, really want to know what role Dempsey plays in this movie.
Yeah.
Me too, because he looks like he's very logical and level-headed, but
I feel like,
there's
running
gonna be a
the
twist
show.
to it. Yeah.
Well, when it
there's-
first started, I thought he was one of the bank robbers.
So did I. He puts on the sunglasses and
Yeah,
jumps.
he's all in black.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. So I'm wondering if you're right, if he masterminded both of this and now he's the third robber.
Who's gonna actually steal the money?
Yeah.
And they're gonna fight the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And this is one of those movies where just going through the trailers, I'm like, whatever, let's click this. I'm like,
Exactly.
Whoa,
Yeah.
did not expect
I would have
it.
overlooked
That's a great
it,
diversion,
honestly.
by the way, too. To have the bank robbed twice and then you be the one that actually steals the money. Genius. So.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I love Nick Swardson and anything Nick Swardson does because he's hilarious and he
Genius.
has a new movie coming out.
And he has gigantic teeth in this movie.
Oh my gosh,
my
they're
God.
ridiculous. Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star.
Yes.
If you haven't seen the trailer, pause, go watch it right now because it's hilarious.
And since you've already seen the trailer, we don't have to worry about spoilers. It's about a dude who finds out his parents do porn,
And he wants to get in the
and
family
he
business.
wants to get in. Yeah, exactly.
As you can
exactly.
imagine, hilarity ensues.
Oh my gosh.
With him trying to get into the movie industry, the porn movie industry. It is
Thinking it's like the
hilarious.
normal movie industry, which is another. This is just set up for.
It's so great
hilarity.
to take like a small town person who's borderline mentally challenged, throw them into Hollywood,
I think he's just socially challenged,
And
not
he-
mentally challenged.
and he's like, from what the movie hints at, he's below average in certain statures.
size-wise,
Yes.
So
where it matters, I guess.
it's hilarious because that's his ticket to fame, it seems like. So really, really funny. Nick Swardson totally delivers, and it's a Happy Madison production, which makes it
So you're gonna get all those
quality.
classic cameos and all those great people that are in all of Adam Sandler's movies,
Exactly.
but those are usually the best parts of them.
yeah.
And you get the negative version of Dirk Diggler in a,
Yes.
in a
This is
Bubba
like the-
Boy sort of movie. It looks funny. Nick Swardson is hilarious. It's a Happy Madison production, like she said. It's going to be really
That's
good.
a win-win-win.
Last trailer is Moneyball, baseball film with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, who
Yeah,
I
that was
He looks
really
awesome in this movie.
He does. He looks good, but as soon as I
and
saw
drama.
him,
Not
Yeah,
overdone
that's the
like I'm
thing.
Jonah Hill, I'm gonna say the craziest things and do the stupidest things. Like
no,
Jonah Hill,
like
I'm a
actor.
serious actor.
Honestly, like
I can make you laugh, but I can also make you think.
Well, and did you catch Phillip Seymour Hoffman?
Yes!
I did. I kept
He
seeing
looks- he's
him.
the
Totally
manager
did
of
not
the team.
recognize him.
You know what?
Oh,
That's the
man,
thing. Is
so
the first
sweet.
time I saw him, I was like, that looks like Phillip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
Second time, holy crap,
I
that
saw the
really
name,
looks like
I saw
Phillip
the name
Seymour
like on the
Hoffman.
trailer, like on the homepage for the trailer online. I saw the name and I was like, where is he? It wasn't until like
Yeah.
halfway through you see him like 4 times and I'm like,
Holy
Phillip
crap.
Seymour Hoffman,
It's
one of my
him.
favorite actors of all time.
Oh,
He's been
I
in, like,
love
4 of
him,
my
and
favorite
you know what? I'm a
movies.
huge Brad Pitt fan, and
Oh, he's just
you know
so
the thing
good.
is when you see Jonah Hill show up, I'm thinking, okay, comedy.
Yeah.
And as it goes on, he actually looks like he's doing a really good job
Yeah.
being a serious actor.
I'm very interested to see. This is based on a book by the same name. Then it's based on a true story of the Oakland Athletics. One of the criticisms, though, is that they're talking about they introduced a new style of basically recruiting a team. And not necessarily going with the best talent, but looking at numbers.
Yeah.
Basically,
Who can put-
specifically,
who's- yeah, exactly.
how to get on base.
Well, and I'm a huge baseball fan, so I really like that kind of point of view
And it's different.
from it. It's completely
Strategically
different.
in the game of baseball, that's what you want. You want you want numbers. You want
Yeah.
people who can produce, not necessarily stars, because you can't rely on people like that.
No.
So one of the main criticisms of the
Look at
book
A-Rod.
and
Exactly.
now the movie is though that the A's never actually won the World Series.
They don't have.
Which
it's a
I think is
movie.
ridiculous because success is still getting to the playoffs.
Exactly.
In a
You know,
small
if you
market.
if you can make it to the playoffs, you know, a couple years in a row, that's still good.
And there was a good chunk of time there where in the AL West they were winning the pennant and they were making it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing about this movie that really has me, and I'm excited for it? Most of the time when you see a baseball movie, the star is the star on the team.
That's an excellent
It's
point.
usually a player. The star that's drawing the people to this movie
Is the recruiter.
coach.
Yeah.
Is the well, not the coach,
The
but the guy that's
talent
involved.
scout.
General
Yeah,
manager.
Yeah.
He's getting the people in there. He's trying to get these players.
Yeah.
And the coach is there with them, and then there's other people that are involved, but the main guy, the guy that's bringing people to the theater,
Isn't putting on a uniform. It doesn't even watch the games.
Yeah,
if you hear he
doesn't
says
It
that.
doesn't have anything to do with really baseball, just knowing that these players
That's a
play.
good point because it seems like most of the players are faceless.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
see
They're
them,
really-
and
That's
an excellent
you
point.
see that there's interaction, but it doesn't really matter.
Cool.
So I mean, yeah, this is definitely a movie that I'm looking forward to.
Hate baseball. Excited for this movie though.
That is it for trailer chat. Look, that is it for trailer trash talk this week. But be sure to check next week for more trailers.